Good evening, guys, girls. Absolutely, absolutely incredible. 4 hours and 22 minutes later, um, actually 4 hours and 19 minutes is what I think is the actual time of the game. I think it was 4:19, 4:20. What's up, Sean? Um, Phillies win 6-5. Really a team effort, but by the Phillies tonight, no doubt about it. Only two guys that came to bat did not hit. Stott and Segura, they did not get any hits, but Stott did get two walks tonight. Segura had a couple of good at bats, but he went 0 for 5 tonight. Schwarber 1 for 4, Hoskins 1 for 4. Real Muto, that huge home run in the ninth inning, it was nuts, crazy stuff. And I've got a number for you guys that you're not gonna friggin' believe. But how about this? All time, all time playoff games, all time postseason in the major leagues. This is only the 19th comeback from being down 5 runs. It's only the 19th comeback. Prior to tonight, the teams winning by 5 runs were 589 and 18. 589 and 18. What's going on, Amish Elvis? Uh, yeah, yeah. 3 innings, right? Third inning after three, wasn't it? It was 5-0. It was 5-0. Um, let's go. Yeah, it was 5-0 at that time. Nola couldn't throw us. He couldn't throw a curveball across the plate, and his fastball and his changeup both were getting pounded. And well, the way I understand it, JT Real Muto went in the dugout and just told them one at a time, boys. And fourth inning, they got three. They come back out to the bottom of the fourth. They were down 5-3. New life. Had absolutely new life to them. They come back in the fifth inning, score two, tie it up at 5. Now, you talk about, well, the Phillies have went through their bullpen. Well, the Phillies went through 5 guys, including their starter for game 3. Suarez pitched 2/3 of an inning, but Sir Anthony Dominguez, went 1 2/3. Eflin went 1 1/3. Um, Alvarado won a full inning, and so did Robertson tonight. So, that's what you have to worry about. But let's look at the Astros bullpen. Abreu went 1 2/3. Neris just won a third of an inning because that's all they ask of him. Montero won an inning. Presley won an inning. Garcia gave up the huge home run, went 2/3 of an inning, and then Ryan Stanek, a guy who has not been playing at all in the playoffs, ended up getting that last out in the 10th. And let's see, how many hits did the Astros get tonight? They got 10 hits. The Phillies only got 9 hits. No clean, errorless game. You got to look at the way the third baseman played. Bohm and Sosa, they both played really, really well. And then also Castellanos in the ninth inning making that catch. Um, that was critical, because if he drops that ball, the game is over 6-5, and come back tomorrow and you're down a game. So very well done. We all picked the Astros today. Me, Keith, Dwayne, and Larry. But the dangerous part is this: we all picked the Phillies to win tomorrow. Can the Phillies pull two? Can the Phillies pull 2 games out of the hat down in Houston? They've proven to Houston now. They've already shown Houston they can lose now. Can they pull 2 out the hat? Wheeler's going tomorrow. Their ace went today. Their ace went today, and they beat up on him today. Can they put 2 games in the books. Come back home Saturday. Come back home Monday. Yep, the Astros have never won Game 1 in the World Series, and that's why they had Verlander in there. But Verlander has never won. He's he is 0-6 in World Series pitching. He just doesn't pitch well. He did not lose this game. I understand that. But he had a 5-run lead going into the 4th inning. He had a 5-run lead. He had a 5-run lead going to the bottom of the 3rd inning. I mean, top of the 4th. That's right. Top of the 4th. That's right. Top of the 4th. He had a 5-run lead, and he gave up 3. He had, the Phillies to me showed more in this game than the Astros did. We knew that Nola could give up hits. We knew if Nola didn't have his curveball working or changeup working, he could get pounded. Nola is a whole lot like the guy they had back in 2006, 7, 8, 9. Hamels. He's a whole lot like Cole Hamels. If he stays around his strike zone too much, he can get eat up. And that's exactly what happened tonight. The Astros hit him, and they kept hitting him, and they kept hitting him. Had they kept him in that game, the announcer said they pulled him too early. And I'm thinking, he gave up 5 runs. What's too early? They pulled him out the game. The bullpen came in, and they settled things down. The bullpen tonight, let's see, how many hits did the Philadelphia bullpen give up? I think it was 4. It was 4 hits, but they did get 7 strikeouts. Yeah, Mrs. Robb she just went to bed. Yeah, she watched it. Darlene did. She definitely watched it. I wasn't a big fan of bringing Eflin in when they did. I was hoping they'd let Alvarado pitch a 2nd inning, but they didn't. They let him come in there, but they didn't let him face the right-hander. And I was hoping they would do that, but they did not. I guess they did want him to give up 9 runs. I don't know what was going on there. Castellanos, really tonight, he got an RBI. He got a hit and a great defensive play. Probably the player of the game tonight. He's probably the player of the game. You can talk about Real Muto all you want to. Real Muto wouldn't have had his chance. He would not have had that opportunity had it not been for Castellanos. That was a heck of a play. A lot of duck snorts, a lot of pop-ups that was hitting between the infield and outfield tonight. A lot of those balls were falling tonight. And that shows you how deep you have to play in Houston if you're going to stop a home run or those big extra base hits. My pick to click for the series, Brandon Marsh, he went 1 for 4 and scored a run. He's still the guy I think can be the MVP of this series. He's number 1, got to play great defense. He's played that. Oh yeah, right. When he dove in with his elbow, that should have been a called strike. Does anybody else believe that one now? He dove in on it, and I was like, okay, the umpire called that. But you don't give him a ball. You don't let it be a ball. He dove over the plate. We don't know where that ball would have landed. Is that not a strike? If I'd have been an umpire to call it a strike, I may be wrong. Am I a homer for saying that? But the guy leans over the plate. The ball hits his elbow. The ball hits a catcher. You don't know where that ball is going to cross the plate at because his elbow was right there. Hell, if you're the umpire, you probably couldn't even see the ball because his elbow was right there. Don't you call that a strike and make it 2-1? Robertson looked over. Yeah, the train. It was choo-chooing tonight early on for Tucker. Tucker really was hitting the ball. He was really hitting the ball for him. Alvarez, Jordan Alvarez went 0 for 4. That was huge. Um, Dusty would have gotten in your yeah, I think so too. I think um, that he should have at least left the dugout and been like, okay, look, is that not a strike? Yeah, I know you can't argue balls and strikes, but be like, okay, why is it not a strike? That's what I would have asked. Oh, what was that call, umpire? I would have asked that. And if he'd have said ball three, I'd have been like, why? Why? That ball didn't have a chance to cross the plate. Isn't it the same situation if the ball hits a bat and it doesn't get to the plate? Isn't that a strike? And if you got your elbow across the plate, your elbow is hanging over the plate, the ball hits your elbow. Is that not a strike? That's over the zone. That's over the strike zone. Over the plate where the umpire couldn't see the ball coming. That should have been a strike. I'm. You guys in chat tell me what you think. I think it should have been a strike because if he's impeding the progress of the ball coming to the catcher, you know, I've been following you since the wild card. I'm rooting for you guys. Beat the Astros. Banana the bad guy Williams. I went to umpire school, says Sean. Yeah, you guys, you guys tell me when a guy leans in with his elbow and the ball comes across the plate, should that have been a strikeout? Should that have been at least a strike? It was 2-0, and then Robertson said that was a ball. That was a little bit questionable to me. Other than that, the umpires did a great job tonight. How about that stolen base? Was he out at second? Was Altuve out at second? Boy, oh boy, that was close. He had his glove. That should have been a free base. Well, you're not supposed to. You're not supposed to put him on base. But that stolen base, man, oh man, I'll tell you what. Well, number one, we do know this: the glove was on the runner when he had it in his glove when he first caught it. He already had it on the runner. Was it that little bit of space? You may be right, Sean. They probably did the right call there. They couldn't overturn that. Had that been an out, I don't think they would have called him safe. I don't think they could have done it. It was that close. It was really that close. Um, the ball was moving. You think so? Okay. It was close. It was real close. But yeah, I think that other call when the ball was being pitched to him and Robertson pitches it and that ball hits his elbow, you've got a zone. You've got a zone from the side of the plate to the other side of the plate. And if the ball hits a runner or hits a batter in that zone, it's supposed to be called a strike. It's supposed to be called a strike if it's over the plate at all. And boy, oh boy, he was over the plate. I don't even have to ask that. He reached his elbow out there like a chicken wing. He stuck it way out there. Yeah, he was wanting a free base because the pitch before that, the guys on the Astros were saying, "Why move out the way? Why move out the way? You should have took your base." Then he stuck his elbow out there the next pitch. So yeah, you got to pick and choose your battles. But that was one I think should have been a strike. So we're one game in now. It's one game in. The Phillies win their first game 6-5 in 10 innings. Um, Saturday night's game will feature Zach Wheeler, and um, Framber Valdez. And I actually played those two guys earlier today from a 2019 lineup for the Phillies and Astros, and we'll see what happens. I flinched the first time he almost got hit. Yeah, because he almost got hit. It was way up here, and he was over the plate a little bit then. But then the next pitch, I told my wife, I said, "That's a strike," and he called it a ball. And once he did that, I was like, "Okay, can you just stick your elbow out there 4 pitches? Be like, okay, ball 1, 2, 3, and 4? No, you can't do that." So I think it should have been a strike right there. We will be back on the air tomorrow. Don't forget, there's a lot of big ball games on, a lot of big football games on tomorrow. Ohio State at Penn State. I want to say that's a noon game tomorrow. Um, Florida at Georgia. We got Oklahoma State at Kansas State. Cincinnati at UCF. We got Notre Dame at Syracuse. Oregon at California. Wake Forest at Louisville. TCU at West Virginia. Yeah, it's a noon game. TCU, West Virginia. Um, can they stay undefeated? Can they stay undefeated? There's a lot of undefeated teams playing tomorrow. TCU, Ohio State. Let's see. Georgia, Tennessee, Michigan. The only Who's the only team that's undefeated that's not playing with Clemson? I guess Clemson's off tomorrow. But Clemson must be off tomorrow, so they're going to make it another week. But I guess there could be only one undefeated going into next week. If Florida wins, if Kentucky wins, if Michigan State wins, if Penn State wins, and if West Virginia wins, I don't think all those teams win. Trust me. I like Ohio State huge tomorrow. They're 14 and a hook favorites. I think they win by 30. I really do. TCU tomorrow, they're 7 and a hook favorites. I think they win by at least 20. I really do. Georgia, big favorites against Florida down in Jacksonville. The weather down there, I'm not sure. It may be a little spotty tomorrow. We'll see. 21.5-point favorites. I like Georgia. I really do. I think nobody can stop Ohio State. Now, I think we'll see. I think we'll see the real Ohio State come playoff time, and they may still have some holes. Georgia, I don't know. I don't think Tennessee can stick with them. I think Clemson, Ohio State be a good game. I really do. Clemson's getting better and better and better defensively every week. Their offense, they got to find a way to score. What's up, Mike? What's going on? Michigan tomorrow. I like Michigan State to cover. It's 21.5 there. I like Michigan State to cover. Michigan's going to win the game, but they may only win by 20 points. I know you're tired. Get some rest. Yeah, I'm actually going in and get some rest in myself in just a minute. Probably watch a little bit of YouTube while I go to bed. My lock of the week. Let's see. Who is my lock of the week? Ohio State. Ohio State's my lock of the week. The reason I've lowered my voice is she's asleep in there. She's trying to sleep in there. Thursday night's games. Virginia Tech. I'm sorry. I got this wrong. It was NC State 22. Virginia Tech 21. That's what happened there. But Virginia Tech got 13 points. So Virginia Tech covered easily there, and it was the over. So myself, Mike, and Harris all got 2 points for there. Bob got an over, Larry got an over, Tim got an over, Keith got an over. Um, Utah, Washington State, 21-17. Utah did not cover in that game. Keith got the Washington State and the under. Larry got an under. Mike got an under. But so through 2 games, Keith already has 3 points. He's looking really good right now. Mike's got 3 points. And Larry's got 2. Harris has got 2. I've got 2. And Bob's only got 1 point so far. We'll see what happens. But yeah, we'll be back tomorrow. I hope you all will join us. Get plenty of rest, folks. Oh yeah, I don't think I took a picture of Pops today. I did. I generally get a good photo of him before we leave. We'll show you the last one we got of him. How about that? Here we go. He likes waving to everybody, telling everybody hello, and that's him right there. So we went and seen him today. Me and Darlene did. Great mood, and wanted to watch the baseball game tonight. So you all have a great rest of your night. God bless. Phillies win this game 6-5 in 10 innings. We'll see what happens tomorrow. All right. Amish Elvis, thank you very much, my friend. Love you, bud. Yep. Y'all have a great rest of your evening. God bless. Be safe. Have a great weekend. And we'll try to be back here tomorrow morning. And we'll try to decipher what all happened tonight. Have a good one. Bye-bye.